How my life changed and became meaningful. Introduction. There are approximately 6,500 spoken languages in the world today. Unfortunately, however, I understand, read, write, and speak only two. These are Spanish, my mother tongue, and English. But even if I could combine all the existing languages on the planet, I still wouldn't have enough words to express my gratitude towards what God has done, is doing, and will do in my life in the short, mid, and long term future. Dear reader, what you're about to read are the events that happened during the 9 years and 5 months that I lived in the city of Orlando, located in the Sunshine State of Florida, in the southeast part of the United States of America. I truly hope you like my story and enjoy reading about my different experiences in so many areas where I lived in that wonderful and often unfairly misunderstood country by many people who have a wrong impression and idea about it. At the time of writing this book, it was not my intention to be selfish nor egocentric and concentrate only on my life there. Therefore, I've also tried to explain, in the best possible manner, the way North American people think, as well as describe their university structure and the general organization of the country in some areas. And I've done so all based on my personal experiences, both good and bad, and point of view, although also trying to be as objective and humble as possible. It was always my desire to write this book right after I came back from the States over 25 years ago now. My exact arrival date back in my hometown Madrid was November 25th, 1995, which coincided, by the way, with Thanksgiving Day in North America. Nevertheless, for one reason or another, I never had a chance to write it back then. In any case, even though I'm still busy up to this day with both personal and professional issues, I finally decided not to delay it any longer and write about what's been in my heart for so long. In order to do so, I've had the help of plenty of videos and photographs that I keep from my American adventure. All those materials, together with my fond memories from there, have allowed me to remember everything I wanted and needed in order to put it all in writing. One of the main reasons why I've written this book has been to always remember somehow and in as much detail as possible all my experiences during all the years that I lived in Orlando. As I look back in time, though, sometimes it seems to me as if it all had never happened, or as if it had only been a dream or an extremely short period of time. The same time flies by is so very true and appropriate on many occasions, and this is no exception. Before I began writing, I often thought about what the best way to describe what happened in my life all those years would be, and at the same time, explain some things about America that many people who will read this book might not be familiar with. With all this in mind, it dawned on me that the easiest and most entertaining way to write it would be as a novel, starting from the very first day I arrived there until the day I came back to Spain. And thus, here is the result. Dear reader, before you begin reading, I'd like to add that everything that is written here is 100% accurate and true to my knowledge. Besides, there are no lies nor exaggerations whatsoever printed here, for better or for worse. Albeit it is still hard, even for me, to think back and believe some of the events that took place and some of the things that I had to go through. The fact is that they are all real, and because of all of them, I strongly believe that I am a better human being today. Both the good as well as the bad moments I experienced there in Orlando shaped my character and personality one way or another, and contributed to my way of behaving and thinking later on in my life, even up to this very day. Having said all this, I hope every reader enjoys reading this book as much as I have enjoyed writing it. And at the same time, it is my intention that whoever reads it will learn something from it that will be helpful and beneficial for their life. Thank you for reading my story. God bless you always. To be continued.